This is video 1. It's not coming up anymore. It's stuck and down. No air in the airbags. So, I pulled in the garage. I'm not doing anything with it today. I'm going to go ahead and start diagnosing it probably tomorrow when I get time. I just redid my garage, moving things around, cleaning things up, getting under things, getting things put together, put up, rearranging my parts and my fluids and my cleaning materials and all that stuff. I just did all that. I'm beat because it's hot out here, especially in this garage. But still not done. I'm going to redo this entire wall here. I'm going to take all those plates off and the bolt bracket thing off, the gun off of there, and I'm going to pull all that stuff and put it over there on that wall. And all those tools and stuff, except for the painting stuff, I'll put that in different places. But all my automotive pools, huh? Okay, I've got an automotive pool. Anyway, my automotive tools and that pegboard I'm going to bring over here and set it all up over here to have this wall nothing but excess tools. And I'm going to do all that. I redid my workbench. It was all bowed. It's no longer bowed. I took the whole thing off the wall, everything apart, and I had it all on the floor over here. And I redid everything to make it flat again so I can work on it. It used to go like this. Whoop, whoop. Had a big old bow in the middle. If you're going to do anything on it, you set a can on it and it'd be like this. If you set the can here, it was like this. Set the can over here, it was like this. You had to get it right in the middle of the bow. But I got that all straightened out, literally, and redid it. Redid my shelves, get my fluids up there the right way. And I got my gas cans and funnels over there, my AC, rechargeable stuff. Got paint thinner in the middle shelf, my beauty supplies, I call them. I put some of my bulbs and other parts up here on the wall. Okay, my extra parts, supplies, and then over here, you can't really see it because it's going to be dark, but I put all my extra parts in there. I mean, I've got fuel pressure regulator, PCV valve, fuel filters. I got races for the bearings on the 99 Expedition. I've got differential bolts, hoses, an alarm horn, a PCB, hosing system. There's all kinds of stuff back there. I've got a oh god, can't even think of it. I've got got some spark plugs back there. I got the vent door actuator for my truck there. I got all kinds of stuff right there in that little spot. But anyway, I gotta get this all reorganized. That bike stuff that's over there, right there, I gotta get up there with bicycle stuff. I'll put that up there. Oh, and that little sun-kissed thingy right there, that's full of nothing but clamps. I've got all kinds of clamps in there. And of course, that's the battery charger right there. Trickle charger does a great job. I got it for free, found it. But yeah, and then I'm gonna get all my tools, torque wrenches and everything else, excess tools on that wall. And all the decoration that's on that wall is going over here. So I want this to be nothing but tools because my workbench is right there. And I can get it all set up. I got that all rearranged over there too. I got my gas cans up there. They used to be there. Towel rack thing used to be over there. Paints used to, the gallon paints used to be down there. That box right there, which is my solar generator, used to be over here, along with that big box standing up right there, the big cardboard thing. That used to be laying on the ground here. I just don't want it in the way anymore. And then I rearranged my weights and everything else. Got everything set up so I could get back to working out again. I had that so packed in and buried that I couldn't get any working out done. So, and then I rearranged all my gloves and stuff over there. Lubricants, all that kind of stuff right there. So, it's pretty much set up. Look how pretty my toolbox is. Oh, I keep that thing so clean. Yes, I love it. Alright, and now I gotta start diagnosing that tomorrow. I'm gonna start with the actuator underneath the air compressor. Now, I do have a spare air compressor, a brand new one, up there in the back. Brand new air compressor. So what I'm going to try to attempt to do, my first steps, now this is my thought process anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the pigtail off of the actuator for the compressor, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ground out the constant power that goes into the actuator. Well, not ground it out. I'm just going to complete the circuit from the hot power that goes in. Now, that hot power is always hot, whether the key's on or not. I know that much. And I'm going to go ahead and put a jump wire between that and the actual power for the compressor. And when I jump that, if the compressor kicks in, then I know it's not the compressor. All right, and then I'll have to check the pigtail to make sure the pigtail's okay. And if that's the case, then I'll come back here to the back and I'll go ahead and make sure that our actuator switch on the back is good. Make sure there's no leaks in the airbags. There's a lot I got to check on it, but it's going to take a lot more than just a day, unless I get lucky on the actuator and find out it's just the actuator. And I swap out the actuator, I'm good to go. Or if I find out it's the compressor, fine. I'll yank that compressor, put the other compressor in. I can get that done in a day, no problem. Even taking my time. But you think I'm going to get that lucky? Nah, I doubt it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Maybe I might get lucky. But I've already changed those airbags out in the back, probably a couple of years ago. They were eBay airbags, so, you know, hey, that could be the issue itself, just airbags. If that's the case, I'm going to go with brand new, top-of-the-line airbags and put them in there. It takes 20 minutes to put the airbags in. But anyway, this is video number 1 of me diagnosing and getting my wife's truck ass back up in the air. I got to fix my wife's ass. Anyway, alright, that's about it for this video. Alright, we're going on number 2. Getting ready to put the jack under it so we can get down here and check that compressor. Okay, I'm going to check the leads on that compressor to see if it's operating properly or not. So that's what we're going to be working on now. So I'm going to get it jacked up, and then we're going to go ahead and see what we can see. Typical 5.4 liter Triton V8, 230,000 miles on it. Alrighty, let's get to work. Alright, that right there is looking like our relay. Right there. That's our relay. So I'm going to see our constant power. I'm going to try to pull that clip off and then go ahead and that far wire, the big fat wire on the left, and then the other next big fat wire next to it. Got to ground those out. Well, put a jumper between them and see if the compressor kicks in. So that's what we're going to do first. And we'll see. Well, I thought I could see it better with my eyes than you can see it on the camera. But that's it. Right there. The relay for the air compressor. Alright. Let's see about pulling that sucker off of there. Kind of hard doing it with a phone and a drop light holding. Take the tire off. It makes it so much easier to get to. Because there I popped it out. Of course, the little plastic locking clip broke, like typical. But now I'm going to take this wire here and that wire there, and I'm going to jump them right there. Jump them right there. And see if that compressor kicks on. Alright. Alright, so I took some wire, cut a piece, strip the ends off, make a little jump wire. I'm going to do. Oh, and here's your Pittsburgh tools. Beautiful breaker bar, huh? I guess they add new meaning to the word breaker bar because you use it to take a tire off and it breaks. Beautiful, huh? That's Pittsburgh. So I'm going to send them a letter and see what they got to say. An email, I should say. Alright, so let's go jump this wire. Let's see what we get. And I just brought over channel locks, vice grips, pliers, channel locks, some screwdrivers. See about prying that down. But once I got up under here with the tire off, I just pulled on it and it pulled right out. It was hanging. Okay. So let me sit this down for a sec.
He does his shtick, but he had a miracle happen with his son. He had a miracle happen back then, and I told Jimmy, I just prayed for him that he would, find the Lord and he could take someone with his, audience or his influence and platform and turn things.
Okay, so I wish I could hold this up, but you heard that. I jump it. I jump it and the compressor kicks on.
They were showing how we're at the lowest point ever for people believing in God. It was
okay, so that's going up. So, is it bringing up the back? It's kind of hard to tell. Let me do this, because I got it up on a jack stand. Let me do this. So I know it's not the compressor. It could be the relay itself. So let's see. We're going to go to the black by the 17. Okay, so it's almost 17. Let's see. That wire gets a little hot. This wire here is not designed for this amount of power going through it, so it's getting warm, so I don't want to run it too long. So let's see. Alright, around a little bit. Let's see if it's up anymore. Well, it doesn't look like it's coming up any. Alright, hold on a second. Alright, I got it plugged back up in there. And I tapped it a few times. And this is what I get. Door's open, I close the door. Running. But the back's not going up. Air compressor's still running. that my compressor seals are shot or my airbags are shot. It's still running. What I'm going to do is take it down. I'm going to take it down off the jack stands, and then I'm going to go ahead and fire it up, see if that back end comes up any. If it does, looks like I got a stuck relay. And that relay's $150 for that little square box. $150. So I'm going to see if that works. If it doesn't work, then what I'm going to do is dig up in there and pull out my other air compressor and put it in here. I got to be careful of the air dryer because it's got little non-reusable brass clippings on it. That air compressor did not come with them. You can't reuse those brass fittings. That's what locks the hoses into the air dryer. So although out here in Nevada you don't need to worry too much about moisture in the air when you're running 16% humidity during the summer, but when it rains though, ooh baby, I'll tell you, the moisture in the air is crazy out here. My portable AC that I've got in my little makeshift office out here in my garage, I have to keep the plug off the back and let the water drain right onto the garage floor because it'll just keep shutting off the AC because the moisture just builds up. So I'm going to put the wheel back on, pull the jacket up, pull the jack stand out, and see if it lifts it up. Doubt it, but that's where we're going with this one for now. Oh yeah, it's closed. Got it back down. Air compressor is running, it's not filling. Not going up. Looks like I'm going to change that air compressor out. So as you can tell, I don't have them torqued down yet. It's running. Oh well, looks like I'm going to have to change it out. Alright, now I'm going to break out my trusty torque wrench. Okay, last time I had the torque setting here to these wheels was the last time I used it. So I don't have to check the torque on it. I'm just going to torque them down. Okay. Guess we don't have all those fancy tools here. Okay, all torqued down. The reason why I torqued them down is because I've got to get my ladder, which is over there, so I can get up there, so I don't have to pull this out to get to my ladder. So let's do that. Here she is, the new compressor that I've had sitting in here for years, just in case I needed it. Brand spanking new. Hold on, it's just brand new so far. Let's see. There, now it's brand spanking new. Oh, you're so funny. Alright, so now I'm going to pull that back in. I'm going to leave my ladder out. I'm going to put that stuff back up there. It's just the other day I put that box. I put that up there. I figured, I haven't used it. It's been sitting down here on the shelf for years. And I figured, well, I don't need it. Everything's good. So just the other day, I decided to put it up there and then bury it because I didn't use it. So I had to pull all that stuff down to get to it. Now I'm going to put all that stuff back up because when I take the old compressor out of here, I'm going to put it in that box and I'm going to stuff it up there in case I need to rebuild it for later. But for now, let me go put those boxes back up and bring this back in. I'm leaving the ladder out in case I need it. So we'll be back in a little bit. Alright, so I got me, what we got here? I don't have my glasses on. It's a 5/16 wrench. You take off the positive terminal, and then the negative is so small that I just use a pair of Husky pliers. Husky. And I took the back terminal off. The reason why I'm taking the battery out, because I got a bolt right down there that's got to come off. And if you look back here, if I can get the camera angled in there. Well, down in there, there's actually the plastic for this container is a plastic that sticks back behind the battery shelf, and I got to take that bolt out. So I got a bolt back there, a bolt here, and then I've got a bolt up. Where is it? Right there. And then I got to pull this out, the washer container out, which is full, and then pull that battery tray out. I'll pull the battery out and pull the battery tray out just to get that other bolt so I can get to this compressor. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this battery and battery tray out. I got 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll pull those out, pull that tray out. Of course I'll clean up that tray too when I get it out. I always clean up everything when I pull it out. Alright, let me get that tray out of there so I can get to that back bolt, which is going to be right down there. So let me get this tray out. Alright. 1 of 4. Already got them loosened up, I do believe. Two of 4. And by the way, they're 13 millimeter. .13 millimeter 3/8 drive with a 6-inch extension just to make it a little easier. Three of 4, and I'm making sure they're all the same size, length and thickness, so that they can go back in their respective places, but they are all the same length. So There we go. Alright. Oh wow, we got battery cable on there attached to it. I just need to move it out of the way to get to that last bolt. I'll pull that off. What's that wire there for? All unplugged. Not plugged into anything. Huh. The only clips on it. Oh, it's got those nasty little clips. The hardest thing about getting the air compressor out is going to be getting that tank out. Alright, we're going to pause it here for a second. I'll stop it and come back in a minute. I'm going to tell you. I think I'll probably put it in a header or what have you or somewhere, but this channel is not politically correct. Absolutely in the least. This channel will have cuss words, swear words, drinking, smoking, off-color jokes and comments, rude, crude stuff, racial, religious, you name it. Anything and anything that could be funny to some. Basically, if I think it's funny, then I'll say it or have it in here. Not that it's going to be a regular constant thing or anything, but don't expect this to be some kind of mental therapy type of channel. No, it's not going to be. It's just going to be Gavin talking, doing all kinds of different things and getting things done, but being a normal human being, not with this cancel culture crap. Who cares about that stuff? I'm a U.S. Navy veteran and proud of it. I got my veteran tag on my truck out there. There's my truck. Here, check out what I did to my truck. Underneath, I redid the whole back end. Nice and shiny and clean. Beautiful. There's mine. Let's go to the other side, give their view. There's all kinds of dust on it because they're doing yard work over there, kicking up a lot of rocks and dust and blew all over. But there she is, my truck. Did my lettering on my tires red. I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't see it in the sun here. But I got my 4x4 sticker I put on it. But yeah, that's mine. That's hers in there with the saggy ass. Oops, see, there we go. I said ass. That's right. You're gonna have that. And then you're gonna have smoking, as you can see, and there's going to be drinking as well. I don't normally drink Budweiser, but that's all the store had at the time, so I like the cans. Freedom, let it ring. I like that with the U.S. flag, and yes, it's a U.S. flag, not an American flag. It is not an American flag. Venezuela is in America. Manitoba is in America. You know, we are not South America, Central America. We're part of North America, which is North America is us and Canada. Central America would be Mexico. And we are not any of those. We are just the United States of America. So that is the U.S. flag. not American flag. And I wish they'd stop wearing it backwards on the uniforms. It's not supposed to be worn that way. That's just a sign of what I believe, saying that the U.S. is all in for the New World Order. That's when they started wearing that flag backwards. Military, police, ambulances, all first responders, everywhere else is wearing the flag backwards now. Except for this guy. I will not wear it backwards. But anyway. Okay, I got to get that cooler out. I mean, no cooler. The windshield washer solvent container out. And I will be back. That was just a little interlude about what you can expect from this channel. Okay, drinking, smoking, cussing, swearing, typical male kind of thing. If it offends you, I apologize. You know, I'd like to say if it offends you, then don't watch because that's just how it is. We're not going to be, how do they put it these days? We're not going to pussyfoot around or be sensitive or nothing like that. Or I should say anything like that. Yes, we are going to get the jobs done. Alright, so when I come back, we're going to pull out that washer solvent container. So now on these plugs, this one here, okay, see that little nipple right there? Well, that little nipple, there is a clip that you got to push in to pull that out. Okay, and that goes right in there. But at the bottom, underneath there is a little clip that you got to push in. Okay, same as with this one. See that little, hold on, there's a little nipple there. See those nipples? Well, you got to push in on it to pop it out of there. Push in and pull up. And this one, push in on the bottom and pull out. Now I took a screwdriver for that bottom one and I went down here under these hoses and I came up this way to push that tab in. Okay, I pushed that tab in and pulled it out. Alright, so that's one little trick to do it. But those are out. So now I got to get the bolts out. Well, I got to watch those two lines down there. And that would be this line here, that one, and this one. One of these goes to the back windshield, back window for your washer, and this one, the other one goes to the front, your front white washers. I'm not sure which one's which off the top of my head, but I'm gonna have to pull those out and make sure I plug this so it doesn't leak. Either that or get the bolts out, pull those out, and then tilt that up this way real fast because it's not completely full. It is a little low. But, see what I mean? Alright. Now I gotta get the bolts out of that. And once I get the bolts out of that, then I'll pull that out of there. So, that's where we're at. But since I'm doing it on my own time, whenever the hell I want to do it, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take a break, is what I'm going to do. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, let's go over here and get some work done. Let's get this one out. And I'm listening to radio, so there should be no, what do you call that? Copyright violations. It's accuradio.com is what I'm listening to. And I listen to all kinds of things, from thrash metal to country to you name it. Alright. It'd be nice to have a power ratchet or something like that. Get all this stuff done. Sure would save me a lot of time. But I don't have that stuff. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll be right back. See if another 3-inch helps. Yeah, now I get my fingers on it. The pitch is going to be putting it back in. That's going to be the problem, getting it back in. Can't even get your hand down in here. Yep, can't get your hand down in there. So I'm gonna have to be able to start it with the socket. There she is. Huh. Why does that not come on? There we go. Doesn't do much of a difference, but... It out of my way. Oh, they look like 10s. Let me go grab me a 10. gotta be kidding me. Hold on. Ah. It's been so long since I messed with this kind of stuff. I believe it's an 11. I thought it was a 10 and it's an 11. You know what? I need longer extension. Be right back. Pause that. There we go. Never took one of these out before, so I'm guessing as I go. Whoa, looks like I'm gonna need a swivel. Let's see if a squivel will work. A squivel. That's a squivel. No, not when you're on a 90-degree angle, it ain't gonna work. Let's see if I can get an 11. That's right. This gives me enough room. A ratchet wrench. Oops, over there. Where is it? Yeah, not much room at all. Alright, I moved it out a little bit more, see? Now let's see if I can get in there. There we go. Hold on. Just my wife over here. It's our anniversary today, by the way. 12 years, 13 years together. But, oh, pop your head in there, say hi. Just pop your head and go, hi. There she is, okay. She got me these ratchet wrenches for my birthday. Now you just saw the 90-degree angle, cannot get in there, you know, swivel can't get in on a 90-degree angle, but ratchet wrench, we're good. Alright, left behind me. These things are great to have. Always wanted them, never had them. Told her I wanted them. My birthday, she got me some. So far, those bolts are all the same size. I could probably get that socket. set me free somewhere in the middle of Montana. Feel the weight of the pump pulling it down. There we go. Which means it's going to be have to be held up to be put in. Oh, great. Oh, I really don't feel like doing this today. How come that air dryer's got one hole? And my other one's got two. Alright, I got two holes on this hair dryer. And my new compressor, that's my new compressor. My old compressor's got one. As my understanding, it doesn't matter which one they go in. There it is. So you got one hole. Oops. One hole there. That's strange. All right, we're gonna pause that. Well, we're gonna leave it there for part one. We'll move on to part two again another day. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, whenever I feel like I can get around to it.